Hi there, hope you're having a good day. Welcome back to another video. Today we'll be talking about the newest signature shoe of Austin Reaves, and this is the Rigorer AR3. So retail price is still just 100 bucks in USD. They didn't increase the price, which I thought was nice. However, there is a catch to it this time. Well, depending on how you look at it. If you were to buy it as a set that includes these professional competition insoles, that's $115. Basically 15 bucks for the additional insole. And I think you gotta get it with these insoles. Tell you why soon. Austin Reaves scored a career high 51 in this shoe. Immediately after, guy just dropped 41 points again. He's averaging 36 a game to start the season. This might be a breakout year for him, and this might be a breakout sneaker for the brand. Well, they don't have a huge variety as of now, just Reaves and Pajanski. I heard they were eyeing on Jake Larivia too. We know your type now, okay? Now you want the guy's close friend, teammate too, right? Yeah, let's get right into it. As to how the AR3 performs, cushion is the interesting part. In terms of the responsiveness and amount of feedback underneath, the 3 is below the 2, but definitely above the 1. Cushion was terrible on the AR1, in my opinion, and much improved on the AR2. Here on the 3, the biggest difference is that you get a very low to the ground shoe, almost close to being a thin midsole. Excellent core feel to go with a smooth transition, but impact protection may not be sufficient for very heavy players. For shoes in that category, however, it's got a nice bounce back. The heel does press down a little bit on feet. It's still their Showtime foam, caged by the 3-piece TPU. Gets the job done, nothing special. A similar shoe I can think of is the Peak Tai Chi Supreme. Extremely low to the ground. Feels like a barefoot shoe, but cushion is sacrificed to an extent, so I'd rank the AR3 above that. This shoe is lighter than both the AR1 and AR2, right at 400 grams for my size. I measured the Pro insoles alone. It adds about 40 grams to the weight for each shoe. So yeah, that's the thing with these add-ons. It does make it from being lightweight to slightly above average weight if you were to switch on the Pro insoles. Traction has been amazing for me with a tiny twist. Let me explain. First off, it has a very safe traction pattern. It's based off of the AR logo, like a giant logo here, but it's pretty much all herringbone, entirely herringbone. Can't go wrong with that. The rubber feels very firm, really sturdy, so I think they'll definitely be durable enough for outdoor use. Previous two models, they were both outdoor friendly too. Same applies here. Now it's weird because the outsole was very squeaky at first. Then the squeak went down for me as a layer of dust built up on the bottom. Functionality didn't really take a big hit, but I lost my sound effect and needed to wipe more often. So I do wish the grooves could be deeper. For what it is, you still get a fairly strong and consistent grip. For sizing, I think it's very straightforward. You can go ahead with your true size or normal sneaker size. Going true to size will be a secure fit. Not much empty space anywhere, and you'll get decent lockdown. I found the AR1 to be too snug. AR2 is pretty much standard. Same here with this model. If you look at it from the bottom, especially up front, that base is pretty wide. Not bad for wide footers who need a spacious toe box fit. Materials are the same old, a little bit plasticky. It's still on the stiffer side, but you do get some added flexibility. That's nice. However, if I was to compare their ankle support and stability side by side, I remember the AR2 saved me a couple of times from rolling my feet on an awkward landing. In these, I doubt it'll be as good. On the bright side, this feels more breathable than the 1 and 2. Another thing is the word premium simply doesn't apply to any Rigorer basketball shoe. Once you get these in hand, they'll probably feel kind of cheap, but functionality is there. It's not a shoe that you can just bend easily or fold in half. So the upper rigidity is still checked off. Last but not least, their new insoles. As someone who has extremely flat feet, this is already the best one my feet could endure over a long session. Basketball insoles aren't necessarily a gimmick. I'm talking about most of them on the market, but they almost never work for me personally. That's mostly due to soreness and an overload of upward push. Feels like I'm standing on top of the surface of a ball. That actually hurts. Like with Move insoles, I much prefer the regular Game Day over the Game Day Pro. Same reason, too much arch support. It gets to a point where I feel quite painful on the court. These Rigorer insoles, it's got some layer cushion in the heel for shock absorption. Also to offset the AR3 having a very flat shape in itself. It doesn't have too much arch support. None of that carbon fiber bullshit. It essentially works like a memory foam. Slowly adjusts to your own foot shape. Worst case scenario, I've also tried putting these into multiple other basketball shoes. Nike, Jazz, Kai 2 Speed from Anta, they fit perfectly too, as long as the shoes are the same size. According to their founder, I was watching his videos, he said that they kept asking Austin Reaves for those player edition insoles provided by the league. After he finally gave one to them, they essentially made a one-to-one copy in these right here. What can I tell you? Us Chinese people, man, taking product ideas and then producing it at a low cost. That's exactly what happened here. As a consumer, 15 bucks, I'll take it for a subtle boost. If it was like 50, hell no. Overall, to me, the AR3 is an A tier shoe. A plus with the Pro insoles. Traction is still top tier, just like the previous two models. Cushion is about average. Core feel is amazing. You just gotta know if this is the type of hoop shoe you like. Do you want to go for a super low to the ground, lightweight guard shoe? If so, this is one of the best options on the market right now. Doesn't break the bank really. 100 bucks for a signature shoe of one of the best white NBA players. Pretty affordable, no? As always, let me know your thoughts on the AR3 down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next one.